Hi guys, and welcome back to Scribe Gaming. I'm your man Scribe, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful week. And you know why? We finally got the kit reveals for the new Galactic Legends. I've not taken a look yet. It's just hit the board. We're going to go take a look together. Come join me. We will start with the Sith Eternal Emperor. Look at that art, that's sick. Okay, dark side attacker, leader, Sith. Ultimate, powerful ability that transforms Palpatine into a devastating attacker. He's going to go off that little gurney that he's on and he's going to become, velvet robe Sith badass over here. New debuff, Deceived, fuels his ultimate and disrupts enemies. Doubles his own mastery through his ultimate, also affects other dark side allies if he is leader. Is that going to stack every time he goes through? I'm thinking raid applications here. If that's stacking constantly, yeah, he's raid viable. New effect, Linked, weakens enemies while bolstering his own power. Synergy, Malak, Scion. I knew Bastila Shan Fallen was going to be there. Sith Assassin. Finally, some people have use for Sith Assassin. Okay, let's do it. The story of the Star Wars trilogy is the story of the story of Palpatine rise to power. Learn to use the possessive. Is it SG Crumb? SG Crumb. CG Crumb. Anyway, rise to power and quest for eternal life. Today's Dev Insight takes a deeper look into the new galactic legend, Sith Eternal Emperor, Palpatine's strongest form the universe has ever seen. Do it. Basics. He is an attacker that focuses on dealing tons of damage at the expense of whoever is in his way. I like it. I can already see this guy's going to be incredibly powerful. In lore and on the battlefield, Palpatine is initially hiding in the background, manipulating his enemies and waiting for the right moment to strike. Sith Eternal Emperor needs a squad built around him specifically. Yeah. We recommend at least a few tanks in your squad in order for Palpatine to survive long enough to reach his ultimate. Okay. Sith Eternal Emperor, in his pre-transformed states, allows you to prepare the battlefield for when you switch on the pain and activate his ultimate ability. Activating his ultimate changes Palpatine from a supporting role to a very strong attacker. He's going to be nuts, isn't he? This does not change his relic mastery stats. He stays as an attacker. So it doesn't change the way his mastery develops. He's still an attacking type. His ultimate, I am all the Sith, greatly ramps up his power, and ideally you would activate it when most of the enemy squad has the Deceived buff. Okay, fine. Unique attributes. There are two ways to charge the Eternal Emperor, detailed below. Deceive is a central part of keeping him alive, and it charges his ultimate. Okay, cool. A deceived enemy can't target Palpatine, which allows him to hide from more problematic characters in the enemy squad. Okay, so he can't be targeted when an enemy is deceived. Fine. He gains additional mastery when a deceived enemy uses an ability, so there's the stacking mastery that we're talking about. The unique Sow Discord also allows Deceive to spread to the weakest enemy whenever... That's similar to Plague, like they were saying in the Galactic War Report. Deceive can continue to spread after he transforms into his ultimate, so he'll continue to get more and more powerful. Unraveled Destiny. This ability links two characters together, and both units will lose protection whenever one of them takes a turn. That's a little bit painful. Sith Eternal Emperor steals a portion of the protection lost. Okay, so he gains that. Right. Linked also causes units to deal less damage and prevents critical hits. So there's the anti-SLKR built into his kit. That'll stop Kylo from genning his ultimate as quickly, taking less damage, similar to how Rey's Lifeblood decreases incoming damage. His leader ability, Sith Eternal, allows linked enemies to fuel his ultimate. Okay. Upon transformation, Sith Eternal Emperor is granted a new basic and a very strong special power. Unlimited power. Nice. This special has the potential to wreck the whole enemy team, and will put you in a very good position to win the battle. That's going to be his massive lightning storm, isn't it? When Sith Eternal Emperor uses power and limited power, he immediately destroys linked units, excluding raid bosses and galactic legends. Good. Inspiration. Yeah, I don't care about the inspiration. The event to unlock Sith Eternal Emperor takes you all the way back to the Mace Windu fight. Yeah. I am the Senate. Strategy tips. Control who can attack Palpatine with Deceive and use Unraveled Destiny to link two units and slow down the enemy squad's biggest threats. Deceive the most powerful characters with abilities that direct target units. Sith Eternal Emperor can still be damaged and affected by AoEs, similar to Mon Mothma in that effect. Link, the fastest character on the enemy squad to help damage another enemy. Yeah, that makes sense, because they lose protection, don't they? So the faster they are, the more damage they'll take. You may even want to link an enemy galactic legend, even though they won't be destroyed, as their very high speed will quickly bring down another unit. Yeah, you're not wrong. Your strategy should revolve around protecting Palpatine until he uses the ultimate, even if it means 3 or 4 tank team. That's interesting. Sith Eternal Emperor, when in his ultimate form restored, can almost take on an entire squad by himself. Great. Okay, so that's the initial dev kit ideas. We're going to go and check out the actual kit reveal now, because I want to read what this kit does. Alrighty, here we go. His basic. Deception. So he's floating on this little gurney. Deal special damage to a target enemy. If that enemy wasn't deceived, they become deceived for 2 turns. Increase to 3 turns if they're a Jedi. Anti-Jedi synergy. Great. This doesn't bode well for Jedi Master League. Deceived can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. It can't even be resisted. Wow. Sith Eternal Emperor gains speed up for 2 turns. This ability can't be countered. So it can't be countered, can't be dispelled, and it can't be resisted. If you're a Jedi, you've got it for 3 turns. Can't target the Sith Eternal Emperor during their turn if another Sith enemy is active. When its ability is used, he gains 2% ultimate. Okay, so it's quite slow. 2% on his basic is one of the slower ones. So be it, Jedi. Special 1. Let's just see. Yeah, Zetas. It's going to be a max Zeta squad again. 6 Zetas easily. Cooldown of 3. Deal special damage to the target enemy and call all dark side allies to assist, dealing 10% more damage for each deceived enemy. Dark side allies recover 50% protection. Jedi enemies defeated by this cannot be revived. That's insanely strong. Special damage to 1 target ally. Call all dark side allies to assist, dealing 10% more damage for each deceived enemy. And all your dark side allies recover 50% protection. That's nuts. Another Zeta. Unraveled Destiny. A cooldown of 6. That's huge. Okay. Dark side allies gain Retribution for 3 turns. Dark side tank allies gain Taunt for 2 turns. Okay. Removed linked from all enemies. Then, target enemy becomes linked until a linked enemy is defeated until the end of the encounter. See, the animation here is like what he did when he absorbed the Force Dyad abilities from Rey and Ben Solo. During this, Sith Eternal Emperor against the granted ability Entwined Fate and takes a bonus turn. Okay. During this turn, Sith Eternal Emperor may only use Entwined Fate. Can't be ability blocked. Ignores taunts, and may not target a linked character. Okay. Target enemy becomes linked. Oh, okay, so he links 2 of the characters together. Fine, I understand the concept now. So basically, he uses it, he gains a bonus turn, he targets another person who isn't linked. Those 2 are linked. Whenever they attack, whenever they gain a turn, they lose 10% protection. Fine. And apparently all your tanks taunt. That's fine. Leadership, Zeta, Sith Eternal. Dark side allies have plus 25% mastery. That's less than the others. The others got 40% bonus, I believe. 30% potency and 20 speed, doubled for Sith allies. There you go. So 50% mastery. So that's more than the original GLs. And more speed. And a metric butt-ton of potency. Whenever a deceived or linked enemy uses an ability, Sith Eternal Emperor gains 10% mastery, stacking until the end of the encounter. Okay, encounter means it's only going to be the first wave, so when you're in a raid, for example, it won't carry on to future waves. Won't carry on future waves in TB, but still, good to make that distinction. And other Sith allies gain half that amount. So he is already passing 5% mastery. He gains 10% himself. He's already gaining more than Rey gains, GL Rey, less than Kylo. Whenever a linked enemy uses an ability, Sith Eternal Emperor gains 8% ultimate charge. Fine. Whenever a Sith ally is defeated, dispel all debuffs on other Sith allies and they recover 100% health and protection. Are you serious? Wow. Okay, when you lose a Sith ally, all your other Sith recover all their health and protection. Sith allies can't be revived. Good. And they ignore defense when they're targeting Jedi enemies. Oh my god, this is insane. Okay, unique ones. So Discord. Final text. Sith Eternal Emperor is immune to taunt effects and turn meter reduction. Okay, so he can't be targeted by Death Mark. He can't be targeted by Marked, or any other such force taunt. And he can't have his turn meter reduced. Okay. Deceived enemies can't counterattack. Fine. Deceived Rebel and Jedi allies can't gain bonus turn meter. So that screws over Supreme Leader. Jedi Knight Revan screws over CLS. Okay, so that closes down 2 counters. At the start of the Sith Emperor's turn, if no enemies are deceived, the weakest light side enemy becomes deceived for 2 turns, more anti-light side. Whenever a deceived enemy uses an ability, the weakest ally without deceived becomes deceived for the max duration of Sith Eternal Emperor could inflict on them, limited once per turn. Fine. And Sith Eternal Emperor recovers 2% protection. Deceived can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. At the start of each linked enemy turns, they lose 20% max protection, quadrupled for Jedi. So they lose 80% of their max. This guy wrecks Jedi. Like, absolutely wrecks Jedi. This is going to be incredibly stupid if Jedi Master Luke can't beat Sith Eternal Emperor. Like, that's going to be incredibly stupid. You'll have one GL that is literally a complete counter to the other GL. Linked raid bosses instead gain exposed for 2 turns, which is basically trash. Fine. Linked enemies can't critically hit, and they deal 25% less damage. It doesn't apply to Galactic Legends. That's nuts. That is nuts. Okay. This unit takes reduced damage from percentage health effects, of course. Standard Galactic Legends stuff. Yeah, nothing changed there. Ultimate, I am the Sith. Let's check out the animation. Look what you have made. Yes. Okay, it's kind of cool. Kind of a cool transformation. So, Sith Eternal Emperor gains 2% ultimate charge whenever a deceived enemy uses an ability. If he's in the leadership, he also gains 8% ultimate charge whenever a linked enemy uses an ability. So 10%. That's not too bad. But of course, there'll be 2 linked guys. So, yeah, makes sense. Sith Eternal Emperor gains mastery equal to his current mastery until the end of battle. Until the end of battle. Okay, I'm putting it out there now. Sith Eternal Emperor is going to destroy the Sith raid. Simple as that. He's going to be stacking mastery, yeah? If you leave your mastery stacking during the encounter to be really high, then you go into his ultimate stance, no matter how many times you do it, his mastery is going to double for the remainder of battle. That doesn't end at each wave, so he is going to double his mastery every single time he uses his ultimate during a raid. Stack, 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 stack. Subsequent waves are going to be easier and easier. He'll be able to solo the Sith raid easily. Remove Deceit from battle and transforms into the Emperor Restored. If he is the leader, all other dark side allies gain mastery equal to their current mastery. If he is... Okay, so everybody has their mastery doubled. Fine. Until the end of battle. Again. Battle. Remove Deceit from all deceived enemies and inflict Deceived until the end of the encounter on those enemies. Which can't be... And then everybody gets permanent Deceived. Yeah, he's nuts when he goes into his ultimate. He loses the ability Deception, so be it, and gains 2 new abilities. Here we go. Revitalized Shock. Okay. Deals special damage to target enemy and inflicts shock for 2 turns, which can't be copied or dispelled. This attack deals 150% more damage and deceives light side enemies. More to deceive light side enemies. Fine. 150% more. Okay. If the target was already deceived, reduce the cooldown on power, ultimate power by 1 for each deceived enemy. Oh my god. That's going to be reducing it so quickly. If you imagine the team is full, you reduce the cooldown on it by 5. It's got a 6-turn cooldown. Unlimited power. Oh, look at that. That's his final shock thing. Instantly defeat linked enemies and deal special damage to all enemies. Then dispel all buffs on deceived enemies and deal special damage to them. What? Enemies defeated by this can't be revived. This attack can't be evaded. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so that is incredibly powerful. tell you that. He will solo the Sith raid, and he's going to destroy Jedi. I really hope Jedi Master Luke is equally as powerful, because that is a tall order. We're going to come back to the kit insights, and we're just going to go in and we're going to look at Jedi Master Luke's kit reveal. Okay, so here we go. Light side tank leader Jedi. Makes sense. Grants all Jedi allies Jedi Legacy. 100% mastery, ignore taunt during turn. Seems okay. Preeminent tank leader for Jedi squads. Grants Jedi the ability Inherited Teachings. Calls light side allies to assist, dealing true damage based on Luke's base max protection. Okay, so you stack his max protection as high as possible. Restores light side allies health and protection the first time they fall below 100% health. Okay, so that's like Revan. Look at this for synergy suggestions. So you want to break up 1, 2, 3 teams to feed this one GL. Okay, fine. Right, let's get into it. Yeah. A wizened Jedi Master of Legend who empowers all Jedi allies. I do like the animation. The kit is, like, his kit looks really cool when he's like this. Indomitable Blast. Zeta. Final text. Inflict buff immunity on a basic, that's nice, for 2 turns, and 2 turns as well, and deal special damage to them. Luke gains 2% max health, stacking up to 20% until the end of the encounter. Fine. This attack will critically hit if able and can't be countered. Nice. Decent enough basic there. Special 1 Zeta. They grow beyond. Okay. So, inflict tenacity down. That's always a good debuff. On target enemy for 2 turns, then daze them for 2 turns. So they'll almost never resist that daze. Increase their cooldowns by 1. That's sick. Raid bosses. Inflict tenacity down on target enemy for 2 turns. You can't inflict raid bosses with tenacity down. Then inflict expose on them for 3 turns. Raid bosses are immune to tenacity down, so I don't know why it's put that in there. Call target other light side ally to assist, then grant Jedi Master Luke Skywalker advantage and critical damage up for 2 turns. If target ally, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but you know, just trying to think of uses. If the target ally is a Jedi, that Jedi gains Jedi lessons for 3 turns, which can't be copied. If they already have Jedi lessons, the duration of all their current stacks resets to 3. This ability can't be resisted or evaded. Fine. Okay, that's decent enough. Cooldown of 4. Special 2 Zeta, Efflux. Cooldown of 4. Now that's like where he destroyed the building which Rey was sitting in. Deal special damage to all enemies. Okay, cool. Then remove 20% turn meter from them, inflict ability block and breach for 2 turns. Breach? Okay. Deal 10% more damage and remove an additional 5% turn meter for each ally with Jedi Lessons or Jedi Legacy. All Jedi allies gain 15% turn meter and critical hit immunity for 1 turn. Okay, so the removing turn meter will not work against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, right? Because when Hux is there, it just won't work. It won't work against inspired allies on a GL Rey team. Papa Palpatine can't have his turn meter reduced. I'm not loving this so far. Unique 1, Jedi Legacy. Jedi allies. Final text. Jedi allies may gain Jedi lessons. For the first time, each other light side ally falls below 100% health. They recover 25% health and protection, doubled for all Jedi. Okay, so when they're about to die, they recover 25% health and protection. Unless they are Jedi, then they get 50%. Okay. At the start of battle, Jedi Master Skywalker gains Jedi Legacy until the end of the battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. 100% mastery and ignores taunt on their turn. Can't gain Jedi lessons. Fine. But this only applies to himself. He starts with Jedi Legacy, which means he doubles his mastery and he can ignore taunt. I'm okay with that. Then there's the Galactic Legend Zeta. They all have that. Legend of the Jedi. Here's his leadership. All allies have 10% maximum protection. Double for Jedis. That's trash so far. All Jedi allies have 30% offense and 40 speed. So that's less speed than Palp gives. The offense is nice, but you know, if all allies are Jedi Master Luke Skywalker taunts while he has protection. Fine. The first time each Jedi ally falls below 100% health, they dispel all debuffs on themselves and gain crit hit immunity, defense up, and tenacity up for 2 turns. Then Luke taunts for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. At the start of battle, Jedi allies gain inherited teachings. Okay, they gain Jedi lessons for 3 turns and call target allies, light side allies, to assist. Okay. dealing 90% less damage. Then they deal true damage to the target based on 60% of Luke Skywalker's max protection, which can't be evaded. Fine. If that ally is a Jedi, they gain Jedi lessons for 3 turns and 15% turn meter, recover protection equal to 15% of Luke's base max protection, and reduce the cooldown on inherited teachings by 1. This ability can't be used if there are no Jedi allies. Ultimate, Heroic Stand, must charge to 100% before use. Jedi Master Luke gains 8% ultimate charge whenever a Jedi ally gains Jedi lessons or the duration of all their current stacks of Jedi lessons is reset. Jedi Master Luke Skywalker transforms into the heroic version of himself, dispels Jedi lessons from all allies, dispel all debuffs on all Jedi allies, and reset the cooldown of their special abilities. That's nice. All Jedi allies gain crit chance up, crit damage up for 2 turns, and gain Jedi Legacy and 35% offense until the end of battle. Okay. So, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, is not soloing raids. I'll put that out there right now. He won't be soloing a raid. He has no stacking mastery. He gains 100%, but there's nothing else that improves mastery in his kit. So his raid viability is already not great, if you ask me. I have a feeling he's going to get absolutely wrecked against the other GLs. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking too soon here. But this buff, this supposed incredible buffs that he gives, like crit chance and crit damage up for 2 turns is fine as a standard buff. They gain Jedi Legacy and 35% offense. Sure, they gain a little bit more damage. 35% offense is nice. Jedi Legacy is the one, I believe. Let's go back and check. Jedi Legacy. Yeah, Jedi Legacy it doubles their mastery, yeah, but there's no other stacking mastery there. So you're going to have a team of R7 to have the highest base mastery that you can to really benefit from this. The transformation is really cool and everything. Yeah, you need to use them in a full Jedi team, and that already makes me concerned about how to... that already makes me concerned about how it's going to deal against the other Galactic Legends. Genuinely concerned. We're going to have to wait and see. I'm going to go and look at the developer insights on this, see what they have to say about it. Okay, so the basics. He's the ultimate tank for any Jedi squad. He protects the light side allies, particularly his Jedi allies when they drop below 100% health. All Jedi are granted new ability, Inherited Teachings, at the start of battle, and can be used to call target light side allies to assist and deal true damage based off Jedi Master Luke's max protection. So we know we need to mod him for incredible protection. His special 2, Efflux, is an AoE attack that reduces enemies' turn meter, if they can have their turn meter reduced, applies ability block, which is great, and Breach, which I'll have to check to see what it does. That's a ship ability, isn't it? Jedi Master Luke Skywalker can transform into his incredibly powerful heroic form, and all Jedi allies gain Jedi Legacy, which doubles their mastery and gives them the ability to ignore taunt. But you have to think, are they going to need to ignore taunt by the time you get his ultimate off? Yeah, similar to he's basically going to be perma-taunting unless you can get a buff immunity on him. When Jedi allies fall below 100% health, Luke gains an unpreventable, undispellable taunt with a lock icon. Luke can provide his allies with the Jedi Lessons buff, which increases their mastery with each stack. But it's a temporary buff, it's not a stacking bonus, that's the thing. The max cooldown of his ability, the Grow Beyond and Efflux, is reduced by 2 when he transforms into Heroic Luke Skywalker. Fine. This is a version of Luke explores the journey in The Last Jedi. By using the transformation tech, we're able to not just mimic the force projection he does in the movie, but expand on it. While a reluctant teacher in The Last Jedi, we wanted to lean on him as his time as a master with Jedi Lessons, Inherited Teachings, and Ultimate Jedi Legacy. Though we do not get to see Luke Skywalker use his powers too often in The Last Jedi, the final form of Luke is worthy of Galactic Legend status. And one of our goals was to create a Jedi leader that rivaled Jedi Knight Revan, even though Jedi Knight Revan is not a galactic legend, and was flexible enough to allow a diverse set of Jedi squad mates. The final tiers in the event contain some unexpected allies. The 3 Jedi who appear appeared to Luke after the destruction of the second Death Star, and his final student, Rey Jedi Training, will fight alongside Luke on Crate. Fine. So that's going to be old Ben Vader. I guess it'll be Jedi Knight Anakin. And Hermit Yoda and Rey Jedi Training. Use Special 2 Efflux to early to slow the enemy squad while boosting your own and tilt the combat in your favor as soon as possible. Inherited Teachings reduces the damage from the assisting ally. It can deal heavy blow to the enemy due to the additional true damage of Luke's max protection. Yeah, this also charges Luke's ultimate. You want to use the granted ability as much as possible to start the fight. Luke's Taunt is not an ability you can activate. Instead, it's based on whether he has protection. Keeping his protection topped up as much as possible is key to keeping your squad alive, so maybe Shaq T will be a good one. Luke starts the battle with Jedi Legacy, which means he can immediately ignore Taunt and call allies to assist bypass Taunt. That'll be useful against SLKR. You can ignore the Taunts, you can take out Sith Trooper. It'll be great against Gas, but at this point, who cares against non-GL characters, right? Avoiding Luke's ultimate provides the squad with a new buff, Jedi Legacy. Activating Luke's ultimate provides them with Jedi Legacy and powers up Luke, so he uses his ultimate as soon as it's ready. No need to wait for the ideal moment. Suggestions: Hermit Yoda. Keep protection on Luke and keep him taunting. Yeah, makes sense. Skywalkers, they are excellent damage dealer. Again, makes sense. Revan. Savior provides another revive for Luke since he's usually taunting. Yeah, fair enough. It's designed Luke to be very flexible lead if you don't want to pull apart your squads. Ezra, Old Ben, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Grandmaster Yoda for DPS. I'm still thinking Shaq T. She recovers a lot of health and protection with her special. The unit called to assist with Inherited Teachings deals true damage, but both receive Jedi Lessons. His ultimate ability provides a variety of buffs unique to his squad. In addition to giving Jedi allies Jedi Legacy and buff reducing maximum cooldown, two of his abilities often reset the cooldown on all allies and buff their crit chance and crit damage, and provides a ton of offense. Yeah, 35% is a decent offense boost. Jedi Legacy allows an ally to recover health and protection the first time it falls below 100% health. This can occur once per battle and does not reset between encounters. Okay, so that further reduces raid viability. I'm sure he'll still do great in Lightside GOTB. While Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is a solid member of a Jedi squad, he can reach his ultimate much faster when he's in the leadership squad. Okay, fine. That was a long one, guys. Sorry about that. But 2 kits, 2 GL kits, lots to dig into there. On the whole, I have to tell you, Sith Eternal Emperor, Darkseid looks like it's going to be far more beneficial, again, compared to the light side variant. I'm sure anybody that goes for Jedi Master Luke Skywalker will not be disappointed. They'll be able to get to the top of arenas, I'm sure. You might struggle with Sith Eternal Emperor squads because he's going to destroy them. And apart from that, Sith Eternal Emperor seems to have more raid viability as well, and more TB viability. But Darkside Geo is not as difficult as Lightside Geo, and I'm sure Luke will do fine there. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these kits, guys. Do you think I've got the wrong base here? And let me know what you think. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Just giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and without your support, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.